Hello and welcome my fab fams to Glam's new video. So, two changes to this is I made a bunch of these off camera. Found a better pair of pliers. These are military grade and they're tiny, but they're somehow stronger than my Baker pliers that I got from a jewelry store. Okay. I'll go with it. But you know what? They're easier to cut than these. These I kind of just bend the metal until it snaps. These actually cut it. So this is easier. So let's hope this goes by a little bit faster. I have to make a bunch of these little chains now. Yeah. So let's see how far I can get. Technically, I could attach this one down. And then I just need two left to be able to attach this one. And then I'd go over here and get it symmetrical. I honestly don't know if I have enough beads to even complete this, but I hope I do. So that's what the prayers are going to be for, you know? Hope I have enough beads to actually accomplish the goal. That I'm going for. Damn it. Bead. If I already know, I don't know if I have enough. Why? Won't just don't trace it. Damn. I actually hope I have enough, though. Because getting these beads, I can easily get more because they sell them in a bulk case. And it's actually really easy and cheap to get. But I would rather not have to buy more beads. And I already bought an absurd amount of pearl beads. I actually had no plan for the beads. And then I saw that video and took a bunch of screenshots of a bunch of different veils that they made. I was like, I want to try that. I want to try making that. Who knew that would be a mistake? Are these not even strong enough? Should I use a different kind of metal? I mean, I know I usually don't use so much of it. It's getting annoying having to deal with the chance that this metal might break another pair of pliers. I really need to find the red ones. Those are my strongest ones. Those don't break under pressure. It stinks when you lose like your favorite tool. Here. Saw, but I can't find a pair of pliers that I use almost every single day. Ridiculous. I have too much shit. That's what that means. I need to throw shit. Shit. That's a bad. That's a bad amount of stuff. Whew. It is making me have so many questions about my personality right now. I'm so determined to find this, but I know you guys can't see it, so I don't really want to spend time looking. You can't really join me. Search. Since I create things all over my room, it can be literally anywhere. Um, A lot of you guys actually enjoy how wild I can be, which is why you stick around, but sometimes it's a bit much. Which is why I know for certain I probably should be seeing a therapist, but I don't because I'm lazy. Since I finished like this section, I'm gonna add the stuff over here, which means I need to make 4 to sprawl out. Oh. Oh. It's not that late. Not as late as I usually film. I film way later than this sometimes. Though I was using my brain rather than using physical strength a lot of the day. Well, I have no idea where that went, so that is now in the abyss of nowhere. It's just behind my desk. I'm not going back. Maybe later, but not now. Anyone who ever decides they want to make a veil, buy pre-beaded chain. Promise you, it's so much less work. And it's probably gonna look better anyway. I feel like I'd fit the stereotype of a U-Haul lesbian. If given the opportunity, the first thing I'd try to do is move in with someone I love. Because I mean, who really wants to be a part of away from their partner? Like who really wants to be away from their partner? Deep down. Because if you want to be away from your partner, you're probably with the wrong person. Because you should love that person if you're planning to be with them. Otherwise, why are you with them? Though I'm also like that with my mom. Whenever I'm with my mom, all I really want to do is sit on like the couch and cuddle. There's nothing weird about that. That's just being like, I want comfort and I love them all. Aww, you broke the bead. I'm already having events happen during this one. Unintentionally breaking a bead. Wild. Cool. Now I can connect this section. I feel like once I finish like a complete row, it will start being less bad and difficult. Which reminds me, I technically should make another one of these then. Or just like that. Because technically this one doesn't have a use yet. Okay. Slowly coming together. One bead strand at a time. I still technically don't even know how big this one is meant to be. I can assume that I'll need 33 of these. And yes, I did do math to figure out that number. But there was two different numbers that I could possibly use. A bigger number that I did not want to do, and the smaller number, which is 33. Which is one less row. And well, I'm probably going to go with the one less row than the original that I saw. But if it doesn't look right or doesn't fit on my head right, I'm going to have to make a bigger number. And I do not want to make a bigger number. Also, I bought my friend a sandwich today because, well, I wanted to use another one of my Subway coupons. Because whenever I use the coupons, it makes my sandwiches way cheaper. But I was only using tip money. And she bought me cookies. So, I got cookies, she got a sandwich. Worth it. She likes to pay full price for things. I don't. I like coupons. And I was like, and she was like, I'm kind of glad you offered because I was not looking forward to eating this food when I got home. was like, I had nothing better to do than to offer you food. Because she's been on a really good health kick lately, and she's been trying to lose weight and eat healthier. And whenever one of my friends says that they want to go on some like form of weight loss journey, regardless of how gorgeous they are already, I'll support them. With my girlfriend, she was like, yeah, I want to go below this number, and I'm just good for you setting goals. We'll help you achieve it, and we'll support you every step of the way. She recently felt like she had like a really big step back because she had her period recently. And whenever you have your period, you tend to gain a lot of weight regardless. And it's mostly just bloating weight, which is extremely normal. Women's weight fluctuates anyway. Add a period on top of that, you ain't gonna stay the same weight no matter what. And also, when you're on a weight loss journey, your weight's gonna fluctuate regardless of how like much you stick to it. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. That's just how hormones work and stuff. And it has nothing to do with lack of effort. It has all to do with the fact that we are human, and that just happens. I'm a very supportive. But I remember I had one friend who constantly called me fat phobic, even though I made the same kinds of comments that I'm making now. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, you're trying to lose weight, but you're not fat, you're all muscle. And she was all muscle. She physically showed in her weight and body index that her body wasn't covered in fat per se. It was covered in muscle. So whenever she called herself fat, I was just like, that's technically not right. Not even close, because fat is not the same as muscle. Muscle actually weighs twice as much as fat, or more. I don't actually remember the exact specifics of that, but it does weigh a lot more than fat. So, number on the scale really does not matter. Especially if you're like a weightlifter. Because I know my mom, beefy as hell. She's got all the muscle in the world. That scale means nothing. But she's also from the generation where heroin chic became a thing. So, let's just say she did not like her body type. But my mom is like actually really like nice and fit. I mean, yes, right now she does have a bit more tummy fat, but like it's actually really good for her age group to have more stomach. If you are in your 50s, having a bit more of a stomach is actually way better for you, because the more fat on the body, like actual fat, not muscle, the better, because it'll keep you temperature neutral. It can cool you off faster, and it can keep you warm. And since she's in her 50s, her her body's basically perfect the way it is. Like, if I was in my 50s right now, at my weight and specific level, I would be having major hot flashes and issues. Your stomach is supposed to be slightly bigger the older you get. Specifically around the uterus area. Because that's a healthy weight. And also, can we normalize people, like, with tummies? Because tummies are cute. Me and my friend in, like, our group chat, we're just, like, every single time one of the girls shows off, like, their tummy. Yes. It's got the perfect amount of squish. They're not fat. Or at least not obese fat. Why does fat have to mean so many different things? Because so many people use it as like an insult instead of like a medical term. It's not the same thing. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna make, I guess I need to make, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4 more of the other beads before I make any more of the chains. This is actually the part that I dread because I actually hate making this entirely. These pliers are not good for cutting this. I need my pink ones. Actually, scissors work really fine with this. This is gardening, like, wire. It's meant for, like, floral arrangements. You can cut it with scissors. That's actually why I use it for small little detail things. I wish I had, like, silver so it matched a bit better, but I feel like the slight accent of black means it will match my, like, aesthetic a bit more if I ever wear this properly. I will state I am currently not watching YouTube, so my brain is just going places. Which I think is a dangerous thing to like. Because sometimes I just start sentences. And people get caught off guard. I recently had a person in the comments get caught off guard about something I said. And I'm like, first time, isn't it? And I'm like, dude, my brain catches me off guard. But yes, if you find it funny, join the community. If you don't, oh well. Watch someone else. You can say you don't want to watch things. You can unrecommend channels from you. But if you find me funny, like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with people you like. Also, the way I each row increases by 1, so it goes 1. Well, it starts at 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And the way I did the math when I was deciding how many rows it was going to be based off of the photo, I basically just added it together like that. There is like a math formula you could do to do that easier, but 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. And so if I do about 6 rows, it will be 33. If I do 7 rows, it will be 42. I don't want to make 42 of these tiny beads, but I might have to in order to make it a big enough veil for it to look pretty. But I'm going to stop at 33 and hope that's a good amount. So like right now, technically I only have 24 left to make. As far as it concerns to the beads. Specifically these ones. Because I don't have any teardrop pearl beads. I wouldn't have even had to make these if I just had the right beads to begin with, but I'm not going to look for them because I like using what I have before I buy more things. Which is actually why I'm going to make all of these different things with what I have and based off of materials that I own and have on hand within my own style. Which shows an air of creativity. Like, you don't need to have the exact materials to make something. You can have similar ones and get the similar result. I could have even made a black version of this veil, because I even have black beads. Am I going to? Absolutely fucking not, because I'm making a pearl version, because I have a shit ton of pearls. And I would have no other reason to use these if I did not make a veil. Is it a true fact that all women have, like, their, weddings planned out? I will state I did not even think I would ever find love, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know I was gonna make it this far. I'm gonna be accurate with that one. I'm surprised I'm still here. I thought I was gonna get murdered for sure. And then I didn't. And I'm still here. So now the question is, why? Anyway. I actually don't even know how the front of this veil is meant to look. I only saw the back of it. So I don't even know how I'm supposed to finish this veil off. Figure it out though. I mean, it's probably going to be along the lines of I'm just connecting them across. What do we do with the pumpkin seed? What do we do with the pumpkin seed? What do we do with the pumpkin seed? In the morning, hey, up she rises, up she rises, up she rises in the morning. How? Just snapped at me. The amount of cuts I actually get from doing any form of jewelry making is a lot more than you'd think. I actually really do not want to continue making this anymore. Like, I had no reason to make this in the first place because I had no plans for any of these veils other than I wanted to get rid of beads and have an art project, I guess. I think the funnier part is technically pearls are my birthstone. But so is Alexandrite. I don't know where the purple pearl went. That went with it. Oh, I found a conjoined one. Another one. It went. Oh my god, it's 51. It's 51 minutes. Holy shit. I have to make one more, and then I can attach a bead on this side. Why does it take so long to do this? I didn't even make that much progress. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really not that much progress. Probably more than the first time I tried. I think in the first video I had a lot less. So maybe I am getting faster. But I still don't think so. I feel like part of it, though, is that I got better pliers. Damn it. As soon as I saw that it went upside down, I was literally like, Alfred, I think fell off it. An idiot. I'm gonna finish this part and then I'm gonna end the video. But yeah. Damn. Oh. Okay. Anyway, peace, love, have a good day, my fab fans, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.